an expert on alternative media, but also now on mainstream media. What do you recommend the next president do to rein in mainstream media, if anything, to divorce it from the large conglomerates that run it against our interests?
And so the question is, what should the government do to rein in the big business media? First, just on a little side note, the word mainstream media is sort of like it's nails in a chalkboard to me, because it sort of implies that people who do not use mainstream media, so-called mainstream media, and use alternate media are somehow not mainstream. It's a marginalizing term. And I refuse to acknowledge or to concede that NBC represents the mainstream of thought, or that Wall Street Journal does, or any of these publications. So I call them the traditional media. I don't think I need to be insulting towards them, because there's good and there's bad like anything else, just like there is in alternate media. But they are sort of kind of the old guard. And old guard sounds sort of insulting too. So traditional media sounds kind of nice, kind of warm and fuzzy. People like tradition. I don't think we need to so-called rein them in. What you're seeing is that the public is moving towards alternate media outlets. Definitely, the network news viewership is dramatically down. It's dropping by 1 million a year, and has consistently over the last 20 years. What used to be in the 60s, where you had 80% of households during dinner time had one of the nightly newscasts, now they're down to about 8% of the American public. The American people are moving to different media. The only media that's growing, actually, are sort of the internet and ethnic media, believe it or not. Black and Latino and Asian-owned publications are growing like crazy, because those communities have been so underserved for so long that they're finding their own voices elsewhere. And what we're finding on the internet is that people are finding the niches that sort of appeal to them and kind of rejecting what the traditional media is doing. So in the past, you had the traditional media able to control public opinion. I mean, during Vietnam, when did public opinion turn against Vietnam? When Walter Cronkite, made a speech turning against the war in Vietnam. There's not a single high-profile national media figure who was turned on the war in Iraq. Yet public sentiment turned against it. Why? Because people were getting their news elsewhere, and they were waiting for a bunch of jackasses in Washington and New York to tell them what to think. People are realizing that they could think for them. So I don't think we need to do anything. We just need to keep building and doing what we're doing now, and I think the balance is sort of working itself out.